Good morning, everyone. Myself, Vivek Komade, Assistant Professor, Department of ISC, Cyber of Technology, Ajankote, Bangalore. Today, we're going to see the concept of basic queries in SQL. Till now, we have seen some of the commands uh, on which we're going to apply the database, like create command, update command, then the select. We're going to use the what insert command and modifications like alter command, and some of the options we're going to use on the alter command like cascade, restrict, default, set null, and these are some of the concepts we have seen till now. Now, after creating the database, the next operation or next step is to perform the queries on the database. Once the database has been created and the queries have been inserted to the database, the next step is to perform the query on the database. So how to write the queries you're going to see from within today's video. The select from where structure of basic SQL query. The select from where these three clauses are going to use to write a query. The insert clause will select followed with the attribute list. Where in select actually what we're going to specify in the select clause is that which attribute value we need to retrieve. That attribute list we have to give in the select clause, right? The list of attribute name whose values are to be retrieved by the query. Next, from table list, from which table this attribute value we need to retrieve. So the table name, table list we have to give here. In where clause condition. So on what condition we have to retrieve this attribute value on this table. So that we're going to specify the where condition in the where clause. So basically select, from, and where. These three clauses are going to use to write any of the queries. In select clause, the attribute list, what attribute you want to retrieve, that attribute information is going to give here. In from clause, the table value. So what type of from which table we want to retrieve, that table information is going to give in the from clause. In the where clause, condition. On what condition you are going to retrieve the value. So in SQL, the basic logical comparison operators for comparing attribute values with one another, and use operators like equal to, greater than equal to, less than equal to, and this we say it as a not equal to. This is the not equal to. Some of the operators we're going to use in the where clause. One example, retrieve the birth date and address of the employee whose name is John B. Smith. This is the select. What I want to retrieve? I want to retrieve the birth date and address. These two are the attributes. So this is the attribute. This attribute we are going to specify in the select clause. And of the employee. So this is the table. These two attributes are there in the table employee. So condition is what? Whose name is John Smith. So this is the condition we're going to give in the where clause. Select birth date, address from employee where first name equal to John and middle initial equal to B and last name equal to Smith. We can't directly give the John B. Smith because in the employee table we have given the name like first name, last name and middle initial. So however it is there in the table, the like that only attribute we have to specify in the query. So this will retrieve the birth and address of this employee. It is given in the table. Next, select for every project located in Stafford, list the project number, the controlling department number, the department manager, last name, address, and birth date. I want to list the Stafford list, means number of projects which are taking on the Stafford. Stafford is the place where a company is situated. There, some of the projects are going on. That project information I have to, the project number I have to retrieve. Along with project number, which department is controlling that project, which department is managing that project, that department information, along with the department manager's last name, address, and birth date. So select project number, department number, last name, address, and birth date. From project table, this I will get from the department table, and these three I will get from the employee table. So condition is what? Where D number equal to D number and manager session equal to session and field location equal to Stafford. With the help of this query, I can easily we can retrieve the project information, department information, and the manager information from the respective table. This is how we have to write the basic queries. So second is ambiguous attribute name, aliasing and tuple variables. Ambiguous nothing but duplicate values, duplicate attribute names. If you are giving the same attribute name, like department number is there in the employee table also, the same department number is there in the department table also. So it likes multiple times we give the same name. So while specifying in the query, while mentioning in the query, it will be confusing. This attribute belongs to which table? In order to avoid that one, we're going to give a alias name or a tuple variable for each relation. This is just done by prefixing the relation name to the attribute name and separating the two by a period. How? Example here, for each employee, retrieve the employee's first and last name and the first and last name of his or her immediate supervisor. So what I will do, I'll just give in the table name. This is the relation table list followed with the alias name. Employee has E, employee has S. So E dot F name, E dot last name, S dot F name and S dot last name. This is the attribute followed with the alias name which you have specified, which you are assigned to the table. So where E dot supersession equal to S dot SSN. Here E and S, these two are the alias or tuple variable for the relation. Second query, retrieve the name and address of all employees who work for the research department. Here I have to retrieve the name and address of all the employees who work in the department research. So what are the attribute values we want to retrieve? Those attribute values we have to specify in the select clause. Select E dot first name, last name, and the address. So as I said, name is not the attribute we are there in the table. We have first name and last name. So those attribute name we have to specify here. From employee E, these two belong to employee table and the department and D, because from department table we can take the research value. So where D name equal to research and D number equal to E dot D number. The third one is unspecified where clause and use of asterisk symbol. Where clause is the where we're going to give the condition. If some attribute doesn't have any condition, so there will be no need of using the where clause. Only select and from. With the help of those two, we can easily find or easily retrieve the result for the query. For example, retrieve all employee session. Just select a session from employee table. We know we don't need of giving any where clause here. So retrieve all employee session is select a session from employee. So asterisk symbol, if you want to retrieve all the attribute values of the particular table, instead of giving all the attribute name in the query, we just giving the asterisk symbol. Asterisk symbol indicating that it will retrieve the list of attribute values. List of attribute values or attribute name on the given table. For example, retrieve all the attribute values of an employee who work in department number 5. Here, all attribute values of any employee. So, whatever attribute their attribute name we have specified in the employee table, all information we should retrieve. So, select star from employee where D number equal to 5. Retrieve all the attribute of an employee and the attribute of the department in which he or she works for every employee of the research department. So select star from employee, comma department, where D name equal to research and D number equal to D number. This will going to retrieve those all information of the table. So thanks for watching the video.